All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Exciting that we have Deann joining us today. I always look forward to our shows together, and it's been a minute. How are you
I
doing?
know, and I miss you. I miss you when I
Yeah.
don't see you. It's been too long. I mean, it's like 2 weeks. I was having Kevin withdrawals,
Well, I miss you too.
but I got that new puppy and it's been taking up all my
Mm,
time too. So it's keeping me busy. But yeah, I'm glad I get to read with you finally.
mm. Getting lots of puppy snuggles. I miss that with
Oh,
Finn.
she's
It's
a
starting to
cuddle bug, and
together.
she loves everybody. Loves
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, good.
She's
I'm
not
glad
a
that you've been
barker.
doing well, and um, we'll make sure to do this so it's not so much time's gone by. So maybe try doing something on your channel in the next week or two. So,
Yeah.
all right, everyone. So me and Deann are doing personal readings today, personal mini readings. We ask that no health questions or legal questions today, but anything else personal we're open to doing. They're just quick little mini reads, so probably just throw a couple cards on it and get to as many people as possible. Um, and also, I don't go in any specific order, so just kind of whatever question calls out to me and resonates with me from spirit to answer. So um, I often find though, if I don't, if we don't get to your question specifically, there's often a universal message in somebody else's that can, and guidance that can be helpful for everybody. So just keep that in mind. All right.
I hear Dale down there going, no, no, mommy, you stay down here.
Oh, sorry. I'll click on this one in a second. But also, if you haven't subscribed to Deanne's channel, please subscribe. I'm getting pretty close to 7,000 subscribers. We'll be doing a giveaway when I do. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure to go hit the thumbs up. All right.
I'm working on the 3,000, and I'm going to give away 3 half-hour readings when I get there. So,
Oh, nice. I think you'll get there
oh,
soon. That's what my guys just told me. Where are you at?
me, gosh, 2,600 and something.
Okay. So I don't think it's going to be too long before you get to the 3,000.
It's kind of like with YouTube, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down.
Hmm.
And I think I kind of took some time off with the puppy and different things, so I kind of got a little behind.
Right.
But it will when it's supposed to.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So we have some questions. And of course, I have a million questions started already.
Next time, make me a administrator, and I can help you with the questions. Like when you're reading,
Yeah, I
I can
know.
click on
Well,
them.
we
And
were talking about it too. I don't pay for StreamYard, but I think I'm going to because I think when you have an upgraded package, Deanne would be able to stream on her channel. And since we're doing it on mine and I don't pay for it, I don't think she's able to. And you're able to have more admins and stuff when you pay for it. So I'm going to bite the bullet and start paying for it. So next time we'll do that, Deanne.
And I think you can have up to 10 people too if you decide you, like, say you're having an anniversary thing or a
Hmm.
birthday thing.
Yeah. Right. I remember that being an issue when I hit 5,000.
Your anniversary was the end of January, but I never did do anything for it. I just totally forgot.
All right, you guys.
Next year, for 2 years, I'll do something.
All right. I think I got them caught up. So I'm taking a break from starring for a minute. All right. All right. So Melody asks, Aloha, question. Is it safe to transport my two dogs by air?
Okay.
Long journey.
I'm getting yes.
I'm feeling yes, but I do feel like it's stress on the dogs.
It always is. It
Yeah.
always is. But it's safe. They might
Mhm.
not like it. I don't know how the airlines work, if you have to keep them in a separate area, or some of them allow you to have a kennel, a small one that you can put under your seat. If they're under
Mm.
your seat, they might feel better. If they have to be away from you, it may be harder. And it sounds
I
like
feel like I feel like it may be like they have to be away from her. That's what she's
I
worried.
think with two, it would. If it was one small dog, you could put in a little kennel under your seat, like a little carry-on. It would be easier. But I think they'll be safe.
Yeah, I pick up some stress, but I get wishes fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. So I think it will be okay, Melody.
Yeah.
Sedation safe.
Yeah, I got the Eight of Swords. They're going to feel a little bit, they're going to feel trapped. They don't like being away from you.
Yeah.
They're going to feel like they're away. They're hidden away, and the eyes are closed. They don't know what's going on, so they might be a little scared. And the Ten of Cups, they may have a little bit of separation anxiety, not being with you. But I think there are things you can give them. They're like separation anxiety medicine you can get from your vet or at Petco or places like that you can give them, and it has like melatonin, things that relax them. For dogs,
that's what she was saying. She was saying it's sedation safe, and that's what I was kind of. I think that goes with what you're saying. I think the sedation will be safe to try to keep them calm.
Yeah, the vet will tell you. The vet may even be able to prescribe something.
But yeah, I see them being okay, Melody. Thank you for the question.
Yes.
All right. All right. Doris says, "Hi, Kevin and Deann. Do you see me selling my house and buying another one close to my son?" I'm feeling a yes, but I think it's a while out there. I don't think it's quite as soon as what you would like, Dora. I think it's a while out there. I'm not sure if finances are part of the issue with it. It feels like you'll be able to do it, but I don't know. It feels like it could be a couple years away.
I feel like you're going to be able to get it, and I feel like it may possibly be in the fall, but it may not be as close to your son as you would like. You may be close, but I mean, not next door, same street, something like that. I think that maybe you might have a difficult time finding something as close to your son as you want. I hear my husband down there going, "Why did you do that, Sadie? Why did you do that?" I don't know what she did.
Was being a puppy.
Being a puppy, she's like, "Ooh, what's this? What's this?" She got the toilet paper, was running it through the house, like, "Look what I found."
Let me throw a card for you, Dora.
Yeah. I get right now you got the Hangman. You're at a standstill right now. It's money is going to be an issue. Finding something for the amount of money that you want in the area that you want. There is going to be, with the Six of Swords in reverse, my last card, there's going to be some delays. You may feel a little overwhelmed, and there's going to be some issues with it. So just know you're going to find a place, but it's just going to be a delay. It's not going to be as quick as you might want it to be.
I get a definite move, Dora, but I think right now, I don't know if this is holding on to the money or maybe storing the money for the move. I feel like that may be what's the delay. I do feel a move eventually. Okay.
Better to delay and find the right house, because it's probably going to be your forever house. So take your time. Don't be in a rush.
Absolutely. All right.
Hi, Lauren.
Darlene says, "Our daughter Brighton is getting married next week. Will this be a happy marriage or not such a good idea?"
Okay.
I saw somebody send a super chat, and I don't remember who it was, but thank
Oh,
you.
they did. I must have been looking down at the time. Let me look. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It was unique one.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
unique
much.
one.
All right. Well, I would say even if I mean, I think every relationship, um, you know, they have their moments where things are good and things sometimes can be a bit challenging. So I would say that I do feel like it will be a happy marriage, not to say that there won't be challenges, but even with those challenges, I do feel like those are opportunities to learn. Um, I'll just say that. I'll throw a couple cards for her.
Well, I got the I like you card. So they don't just love each other, they like each other. And that's
Mm,
really important. Having a friendship is much more important than just being attracted to somebody. So it's more than an attraction. They genuinely like one another and they have a good romance. They got the passion card. They have really good chemistry, the two of them. They like each other equally. He likes her as much as she likes him and they have a lot of fun together. And they
mm,
have a lot of fun. They got the seduction card. So they have a lot of fun with flirting and they're very attracted to each other. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good marriage.
mm. I feel like it's going to be a good marriage. It feels like it's heading into a new direction for them. Thank you so much, Dora and Judy. Blessings. I do get that he's coming through as the King of Cups here, which is that compassionate, gentle, loving, mature kind of energy. Um, it's interesting because I have the Seven of Cups here, and I have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords can sometimes be feeling a little defeated, and this feels like it's maybe something from his past that he's holding on to, and feeling maybe a little ungrounded. I'm not sure if that's what you're feeling with the energy, um, but at the end of the day, I do feel like he's emotionally available, and there's a good emotional relationship between the two. I'm also getting this Page of Pentacles here too, which is this is either a financial opportunity, but for me, it almost feels like it's a child energy between the two eventually too. So could be an earth sign male is what I'm feeling. Did you ask the pendulum, Deann?
Yeah, and I got yes as well.
Okay, so child coming eventually.
Oh, I didn't ask about the child. I was asking
Oh,
about
just
the happy marriage.
the
Yeah,
happy marriage. I got you.
but
All
will
right.
there be a child? But I get yes for a child too.
Yeah, but like I said too, in relationships we have good times and bad times, and or challenging times, and those are opportunities for us to grow and learn. So I think that and it's something too that we agree before we come down here with these relationships and making these pacts. So I think it's the right decision for your daughter, Darlene. All right. Well, blessings and congratulations to your daughter.
And maybe being a grandma in the near
Yeah.
future. Nice to meet you too, Sonia.
All right, you guys. All right, Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne.
What can I
What
expect?
can I expect in the next couple months? All right, Suzanne. All right, Suzanne. Oh, I love this. Suzanne, I'm not sure if things have been a bit of a hard time for you right now. Um, I have the devil card here. So this can be some kind of situation that's maybe toxic, or something that's been hard that you've been going through. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of soul searching, um, and really trying to reflect. I get a lot of reflection for you, even reflecting on past memories. Um, so I feel like the next couple months is going to be a wonderful opportunity to move on past some things that are no longer serving you, because you're really reflecting on them and releasing it, and finding courage. I have the solar plexus card. It feels like maybe from the situation, the confidence or the personal power has been something that you've been working on. But I see that this hard work that you're doing to let go of those things is energetically bringing you up with the star card and just tapping into that universal hope and wishes fulfilled.
Well, I got right now the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Six of Water. And I'm
Yeah.
feeling like with that, you've been having kind of a lack of energy lately and just,
Mm,
some delays and things that you've been wanting to get done. And you've been kind of really nostalgic looking at the past and things like that. And just recently, but and you've been feeling kind of bored. You may be getting some offers coming to you, but you just been feeling a little discontent. But it's going to get better because you got the 10 of Earth. So your
mm,
finances are going to get better. You're going to be having a little bit more security. And I do get the Knight of Water, which is saying that you may have a little more romance in the next couple of months towards the
oh,
end of
nice.
the last 2 months in your life, whether that be a new romance or somebody you already have. I see some possibilities for romance or somebody who's going to emotionally make you happy. Really, that could be a really good friend or it could be somebody of the opposite sex. So,
Yeah. And I had the Six of Cups as well too, and that's where that reflection, maybe something, a negative relationship from the past, and working on releasing that and moving on from it.
yeah.
It feels like the direction that you're going into, Suzanne, is a much lighter and brighter future. You're welcome. All right. And blessings. Thank you.
Warm weather always makes you feel better too. You can get out
Right.
in nature and it just helps you forget about all your worries. And
I agree. I'm so looking forward to, we're starting to actually be warmer out, and like spring, and just getting my patio and outside area all set up. That for me is my zen, just sitting out and watching the birds and just really like connecting with nature in my garden, and watching all the birds. I love that.
mine is I love sitting outside up with the fire pit when we have the fire pit going and playing music out there, making a mixed drink and just sitting talking. Hi, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. Blessings.
Awful nice.
Bobby asks, "What gifts do I have?" Bobby, are you here? Are you asking like what intuitive gifts? Just to clarify, or just in general, what are some things that you're good at? I'm feeling a lot of creative energy around you, and also a lot of sensitive energy as well, like
Me
very
too.
empathic. A lot of water.
Well, I'm getting, Bobby, I'm getting that you might possibly be an empath, like Kevin and me,
Hmm.
where you're very empathetic to people. You sometimes
Mm,
feel what other people's are feeling without them even telling you. But sometimes you might confuse other people's energy with your own, where you could be sad and not know why because you were around a certain person. You're also learning to love yourself more, and that your capacity to love others is directly related to the ability to love yourself. So you're learning to love yourself more, and you manifested the ability you're successfully manifesting something near and dear to your heart. You're learning to manifest the things that you want, how to have increase by manifesting it in your mind, in your heart, and your soul. So, but as far as gifts I have, as far as spiritual, I get you're an empath.
Yeah, I felt extremely sensitive and like water. Um, and I think that this may make sense for you, Bobby, with the empath, because as an empath, we see the light in everybody. And sometimes I feel like empaths can attract narcissistic people in relationships. And I was kind of getting that in some of the cards, like a toxic relationship, somebody that's very controlling with the partnership. And I'm getting that you are actively working on letting go of some of that. I think it's very important for you, Bobby, to make sure that um, as an empath that we're clearing any residual energy from somebody else or that we're picking up on away so it's not affecting us. And I do see movement onto um, harmony. So something a lot better for you. I almost feel like too, if it's something that you're open to, Bobby, as an empath, I'm also feeling like healer with the cups as well.
Yes.
I don't know if that resonates with you on maybe attracting somebody that wasn't the best for you, or somebody that could maybe be a little bit controlling, or just
people
not
tend
the
to
best.
jump on empaths too a lot of
Hmm.
times because we are sympathetic and we do care and we can put
Yeah.
ourselves in your place, and not everybody can do that, and so I
We
mean
see the.
sometimes it gets to be too much and you've got to put boundaries up to say, okay, you got to put a
Mm,
safe space around yourself, protect your energy, like Kevin said.
we see the good in everybody, and so we're attracted to those that sometimes can be a little narcissistic, or because we want to help.
Oh,
We want to help heal. We're compassionate and we see that light in everybody, and we help them to try to bring it out. And sometimes in return it can be a toxic relationship. So that's why I'm saying clearing energy is just so important for us. And I think somebody said Bobby had to cut the daughter out. I got you. That's hard.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
understand. It can be very hard.
And I think in those instances where we have to have boundaries, um, you know, it's that intent of hoping that they'll find their path, and find their way in life, and sending that out there, even if it's not something that you can be around at that time. I think that that's so important. And I think somebody also said too, that I think it's her birthday next week. So happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes. And blessings.
Much easier when they're kids, when you can send them to their room, ground them and send them to their room. When they're adults, there's not a lot you can do. Sometimes you have to keep a little distance until they grow up
Hmm.
a little and find their own way.
Yeah. I think it's so important to realize that you can wish the best for somebody, but it's ultimately it's their life to live and for their lessons to learn, because Earth is just a school for us to grow and evolve. So having that intention that maybe they'll get that wake up call, to make those positive changes, but if not, we kind of have to respect what path they want to go on for themselves. All right. Alexis asks, when will I move closer to my sister in Florida?
Okay. Well, Alexis moved to her sister in Florida this year. Will she move next year? How many years will it be? 2, 3. I'm getting you may not want to hear this, but I'm getting about 4 years.
Oh, okay.
you know, and it could be because moving out of state is a big deal. It's a lot of work, and so there could be some financial things or something that kind of stop you. Just who knows, you know, the way things have been going, what it is, but it's not going to be according to my pendulum. That's what I'm getting. I can throw a few cards.
Yeah, and timing's always kind of hard to quite pinpoint.
It
too.
is, and
There's a
and,
bit
and I
of free
can't
will
do that.
involved with that. I do get that you will move to Florida, though, eventually.
Yeah, I got you would.
Check out, there's a bunch of roadblocks right now. And maybe some of the money being an issue, too, getting the money together. Yeah, this is slow movement.
It is. It is.
But there is a move. Yes, there is a move. I just get that it's like this is the 7 of Wands, so it's being somewhat defensive or like guarding yourself. So it just feels like the energy feels very stuck right now. Like there's a lot of challenges that you're trying to overcome, and you have the devil with it too. So it feels like it's a hard challenge that you've been kind of getting through. There is a bit of give and take, and this is where like finding the balance, and I think maybe getting the money in order for the move. I do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow movement, but opportunities coming with it and like gathering the money, so saving the money to make the move, and then the move's coming in.
Well,
I feel like it may be a couple years, though, is what I'm picking up, Alexis.
I got the 5 of Swords in reverse, so you want to take your time. You're going to have to compromise. You may not get exactly what you want. You don't want to move too fast where it's something that you're going to regret, where you jump into something too fast. You got the, what is this, the 4 of Cups. So there, you may get offers or things that you see, but it's stuff that you're turning down. You know, it's stuff like you might find out like, no, that's not what I want. No, this isn't what I want. Whether the price not be right or the house not be right. There's going to be some struggles regarding moving. That may be why it's going to take a little bit. And then lastly, I got the Knight of Pentacles. So you will move, but it's going to be a slow move. It's going to move forward slowly, but let it just take your time because you want the right place. Again, like I was saying to that other person, it's going to be slow but steady. You'll get there. Maybe 3-4 years. On my is what I'm getting. He's getting too. So you know, just take your time. It'll happen.
And sometimes with that 4 of Cups too, we're so focused on like the move, but it's almost like taking that step back and viewing the world in the like a bigger picture. So just taking that seat back and really thinking things through, making sure that you're in that position to make a comfortable move. And maybe that's where some of the challenges are coming in, Alexis. But you'll get there. Just try to be patient with it. All right. All right, you guys. I'm trying to get to as many questions as possible. We have like 50 of them starred.
You have 57 starred. I don't think we'll get through all 57.
We are not. No. We can do about an hour today. So, well, this is an interesting one. We'll do a quick pendulum read.
Will you meet Oprah Winfrey? Well, see, Chandra. Well, pendulum's saying maybe. It probably depends on where you're going to have to put yourself where she is. You know, I don't think she'll come to your door. You're going to have to go to her, like a show or something, or where she is. Let me.
I gotta know with the pendulum, and it kind of feels like it's not something.
I'm not really feeling positive.
Or fated to destin, so it would have to be something like being around them. I think.
Yeah, I'm not. I get that you would like to, but I think you may abandon the idea. It might be something that you would like to do, but you know, you might abandon the idea. Anything's possible, right place, right time, but it's not looking good as of now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
But hey, if she ever has, I don't think she has shows anymore. If she had a show, you could book a ticket to one of her
Yeah.
shows or.
I feel like if you're thinking if your paths are gonna cross, like you're just gonna meet one day, I'm not feeling that. I do feel like obviously there could be a move or going closer to her if there was action taken, um, but I don't think it's like a relationship um, created. That's what I'm feeling.
Unless you got money to move to her neighborhood. I don't
Yeah,
think most of us do.
right. All right.
But if you do, let us know. That would be really cool.
All right. Jane King, will my husband to be arrive this year?
Jane King. I'm getting possible around Christmas time, around either December, January, something like that. Okay.
I don't know if I'm feeling like it's this year. I do
Well,
feel a relationship coming in because I have love coming in, but it feels like it's been the hermit. So it's been a time to really kind of focus on yourself and be introspective. I feel like um, kind of been dealing with your own things, and so working on that. But I do have love coming in. Has there been an issue maybe with the financial security? And I'm not sure if this plays into it. But I do feel like the financial situation gets better. There's new money and new opportunity coming in, and then afterwards comes the relationship. Maybe the focus has been on the career and doing your own thing, and then after you get into a more secure spot with that, the love comes in.
Well, there may be somebody that you were separated from before, that they're sad and they're missing you. And
Mm.
they're thinking about you, but they weren't sure about the future with you. But next to them, I got the Grim Reaper, that this person may come back, but that relationship's over. I don't think you want to give them a second chance. Because you have grown and you want to transform your life. But I get in the future somebody who is going to come in. It's going to be a sudden thing, an
Mm.
unexpected thing, a surprise later on. It won't be that first person. And I got the butterfly. You'll get to
I
have a
love that.
relationship with this person, but it'll evolve from a friendship to the next phase. But right now you need to heal your inner child, and you have some growth of your own that you need to do. So somebody's going to come. I think that's thinking of, if somebody's thinking about you right now, but they're not the one. It'll be later, and it's going to be something that's a gradual thing that'll turn into love.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like now's the time to kind of focus on yourself and maybe possibly releasing past relationships that weren't the best for you and heading into a new direction. All right.
It
So
always
blessings
happens
to
when you're
you.
not looking. When I would
Right.
dress up and try to look nice and go out, I couldn't find nobody. It's like, what's wrong with me? And then when I go with a ponytail and my jeans and old T-shirt with my girlfriend, that's when guys would be hitting on you. You always
Yeah.
look when you're not looking for them. So don't even look for them. Just take care of you.
And sometimes too, I mean, if we're going to be the hermit and we're just going to be at home and not put any
That's
effort
different.
into like going out and meeting new people
Yeah.
and we just are kind of wanting somebody to show up, it's like there's a bit of work that needs to be put into.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have all the computer stuff though when I was growing up. We just
Mm.
we went out and met people dancing and stuff like that.
Right.
Will my son's employment be secure? Hmm. Will he leave his job? Will it be this year? What month? I get a feeling that this is not the job that he's going to stick with. I think another one's going to be coming up, and it may be this fall, possibly, or winter. Let me see. Is it going to be this fall? Yeah, this fall or winter. I just don't know if it's the job for him, one that he's going to want to stick with long term.
Yeah, so maybe I feel like it's secure too. So
Yeah.
maybe it's secure, but it's maybe not something that he's super happy with or will be in the long term and is looking for something else. I'll throw a couple of cards on it though, Evelyn.
It's not that he couldn't work there. I think he may choose and he may find something better is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Dale! Puppy's barking in there. Oh, snot. I don't know how he gets away from her.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel that there's security there. It does feel like there's some challengers or maybe even a coworker where they don't see eye to eye. But I do get with you too. Eventually there's a change and heading into a new direction with it. I do feel like it's secure though. I mean, because things are coming into balance. But yeah, eventually I feel like there's a change. I don't think this is the forever job. And I think whatever direction he goes into, there's going to be a lot more passion and fulfillment with it whenever he does make that change. But I feel like it's secure for now.
I got the Lovers in reverse, that he's not happy with this job, and there's going to be somebody there he may have some arguments with or disagreements with. This person with the Knight of Swords in reverse, he may be even a bully kind of type of person, you know, that just gets under his skin. And he doesn't feel with the Eight of Pentacles, he just doesn't feel welcome at this job. He doesn't feel positive at this job. So I think he himself will choose to find another job that will be more suited for him. But I think this one, there's going to be somebody he's going to be dealing with that he's going to decide, I don't want to deal with this. It could be a boss. It could be a coworker.
It might be the boss, I feel like. I bet there being some arguments too. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Almost 150 watching. Please hit that thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and Deann Shield Maiden Tarot's channel. All right.
That's funny. I'm reading a question. All of a sudden I hear ruff, ruff out.
And if there's any questions that are resonating to you or sticking out to you, Deann, feel free to tell me.
Okay.
Okay, Sally asks, hi, Kevin and Deann. I lost my small pocket tape recorder in my apartment. It has my grandfather and uncle's voice on it. They've passed. Please help me find it.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I know I've got my mom's voice on a recording, and it would just kill me if I lost that. So I can imagine how freaked out you are about this.
Yeah. I'll just be honest. I'm not the best at picking up locations for some readers are really good with it. It's never really been my thing. But the message I just got is ask your grandfather and your uncle to bring it back to you, because I feel like it is in the apartment, and I feel like they may even move it around so that I feel like in a short time you're going to find it again. I don't think it's lost forever.
Will she find it in a week? Will she find it in a month? How many months?
I'm feeling like 2, 3. So
I get 2 or 3 months with my pendulum. Yeah. 2 or 3 months, you're going to find it. What you can do, Sally, see if this works for you. Sometimes it works. Take you a necklace, if you have a necklace, if you don't have a pendulum, and talk to, them. Talk to your grandfather or uncle. Ask them to help you, and ask it to show you yes, show you no. But you can have the pendulum. You don't even have to do that. Ask the pendulum to point you to the direction that it is. It'll point you straight, left, right. You can say, should I go straight? Should I go right? Should I go left? And take it around the different rooms in the house, because I have actually found things in my house with this. So, and asking them to help you, to help them guide the pendulum. Like I said, if you don't have a pendulum, you can take a necklace. If you have a necklace that has something hanging, you can use the necklace too.
You could probably even do like a ring on like a string or something.
Yes, that'll work too.
I feel like
Yep.
it's under a piece of furniture is what I'm feeling.
But you're going to find it. It's going to be about 2 or 3 months, I think, but you'll find
Yeah.
it. But maybe sooner if you use a necklace or pendulum and see if that will help.
I feel like it's under a piece of furniture, maybe like a. And it's funny because Lee says ask near dresser. I feel like it was the dresser is what came to my mind. But I do feel like you are going to find it, Sally. I don't want you to worry too much. And I feel like it's in your apartment. Um, and I was picking up 2-3 months too.
Yeah, you'll find it. Don't worry. And just put it out there, for your ancestors to help you find it.
Mm,
It's important. I understand.
yeah. You'll find it, sweetie. All right. All right. Flora says, I would like to know about my finances and possible love coming into my life.
Okay.
I'm feeling energy around love is what I'm picking up intuitively.
I am too. I'm getting next year, maybe around September, October, something like that. I'm going to throw a few love cards for you.
Not to say that the finances aren't getting better too, but I feel like the larger energy around you with what's coming in as the love is what I'm picking up.
I get right now self-indulgence. Focus on yourself right now. It's time for you to heal, appreciate yourself, do some shadow work and things like that because you are going to find somebody. You want somebody who loves you unconditionally. You want somebody who gives you love and the same as you love them, but it's equal give and take. Somebody that you fall in love with. But I'm wondering, let me see. Are they going to fall in love with the first person? You may meet more than one person because the first person you meet, I feel like it's not going to be enough. You're going to be kind of frustrated with them, because maybe they have a lack of self-confidence or maybe you do, or they have a big ego or they're a jealous type. Don't get with that one. Anybody who's showing you jealousy, signs of jealousy and ego, that's not the one. I get it'll be next year. You may meet somebody this year, but they're not going to be enough for you. You wait and you'll find somebody better.
It's interesting because Flora, I get that there's been a bit of healing. Were you saying that there's been healing or working on yourself?
Yes.
Because I have the Temperance card, which is it's a card of being patient and moderation. It also can be like the card of healing. So there's been a bit of healing, maybe from a past relationship, where you've had to feel a little defensive. But with the Stand Your Ground card, I feel like it goes both to relationship and career. Like I feel like that perseverance and determination is going to change the finances for you because I do get 5 of Pentacles, so maybe some financial loss, some financial hardships going on. But continue to stand your ground and persevere through it because I see it changing. You are the magician and you are the manifester of anything that you want in your reality. You have the tools at your disposal to make the finances better and to bring love in. I get that using that throat chakra, so that expression and communication. Maybe that's been something that you've been working on, like the throat being closed or blocked. But like really like standing up for yourself, speaking your truth. I do feel a relationship. That's where the energy feels better. The finances feel like slow and steady growth, but you getting
Hmm.
through it, Laura, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, I got the same thing. You're
I
ready?
hope it
Wait.
resonates.
You're going to have to wait.
Yeah. You'll get there though. All right. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. All right, you guys probably can only do a couple more questions today. But me and Deann will be doing this again in the next week or two. And next week, I think Kevin Lewis, the healing medium, is going to be on. So we'll be doing personal questions next week. Next
I like
Friday.
him. He's really a good guy. I like
I
reading.
always enjoy my regular collabs with you, Mel.
Me
Hopefully,
too.
Kevin have done quite a few too. So
I have to have him on again too. I enjoy reading with him. He's such a good person.
he really is. Maybe one of these days, the three of us. I don't think the three of us have done a show together.
No,
So
we should. We should. We'll ask him. Maybe my channel or yours.
yeah.
Will the interview be successful May 3rd?
All right, Debo.
Will the interview be successful on May 3rd? Okay.
I think that it will be, but I'm getting that you really have to step into that power and that confidence. Go in like this is your job, and that um, you are just perfect for the job, like as if it's already your reality, and just go in super comfortable and confident. Because I feel like that's where it feels a little bit shaky, Debo.
Tell them why they should hire you over anybody else that they're interviewing. What makes you special? And sell yourself. Sell
Yeah.
yourself like if you were selling a product, that you should give me the job because, and believe it. Believe every word you're saying and have confidence. Go in there. Don't go in there insecure or you won't have a progress.
Yeah.
Plan the Two of Wands, plan your first steps, make a decision if this is the job, plan, kind of maybe even write down things you want to say, write down questions, even practice an interview with somebody might be a good idea. I do feel like I feel like you're going to get it, but you got to go in there with confidence.
Yeah.
And believe in yourself.
I got 2 partnership cards for you, Debo. I get that this is a transition. There's been an ending and a new beginning or opportunity for rebirth. You're making the deal with the 2 of Cups. It's partnership, new relationships, and the Lovers. So the offer. But yeah, just make sure that you go in super strong and confident. Like I said, kind of sit in that energy that this job you've already had, and just know how perfect you are for the job. And I think you'll be just fine, sweetie.
Yeah, it's going to happen at the perfect time. You'll get the right job at the right time. You may not get a call because I got not the right time. So it may be that you don't get a call right away. It may take a little bit, so if you don't hear from them for a week or two, don't think you didn't get it because you're going to get it at the perfect timing for you and the perfect timing for them.
Okay.
They may have to make some conversations to see where do they need you, where they're going to put you, but sell yourself.
Yeah. All right, you got this, Debo.
Yep.
There's a partnership coming for you. All right. I think we're gonna do 1 or 2 more, and then probably end. Are you fine with doing a message for the collective group?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Sea Glass Jen asked, "Could I have a message from my spirit guides?"
Okay. I remember going into interviews and I would go in there like, I would go in there so confident, like you're
Mm.
crazy if you don't hire me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
need to be hiring me. I am the most dependable. I am dependable. I'm a hard worker. I am a quick learner. You know, all the things. You know what they want to hear. You remember old interviews. And then
I've
after I
always
get the job,
struggled
you're
with interviews, just because of a lot of childhood trauma that really affected my self-esteem and self-worth. And that's really been something that has been my focus for the last few years, is really like building my confidence up. So I won't lie, I've always kind of bombed interviews, but um, it's kind of interesting, see glass Jen, because I feel like the message that I was hearing for you was kind of similar to the last one. It feels like being patient with something that you've been trying to manifest, or something that you've been putting a lot of energy into, where it goes into being patient. The right timing is coming along. The message that I got for you, Jen, is there's a jewel within a teardrop. And so this is it's a card of spiritual appreciation, and emotional reconnection. For me, it's like something that's been hard that we've been going through ends up being a jewel. So something sad, something that's been hard, we end up having appreciation for it, because it's ultimately um, really helped us grow and learn. You have the Gaia card, which is a lot of inner wisdom and knowledge. And I do feel like a strong connection between you and your guides, like that channel of um, of getting information for yourself from them. Also, like a connection with nature with that. And I feel like this hard thing that you've been going through, it ends up being the best thing for you. You have eternal love and happiness. So focusing on that happiness, that love. Um,
Mhm.
so shifts coming in, fulfillment coming in for you. And I feel like there's been a project or something that you've been working on. I feel like there's energy coming towards that feels really good.
Well, I got for a yes, Sebastian, I got inner child. I got
Mm,
right now, you're currently healing some old emotional wounds that you've had. You know, maybe from your childhood, maybe from the past, but you're in the process of healing yourself. I got the mirror card, which says that everything that's happening in your life right now is a reflection of your inner world. So if you're struggling internally, you might see some struggle externally. So, I got the perception card that says
mm,
you're getting ready though to have a shift in your perception that's going to change everything. You're going to start realizing that what you have on the inside is what will reflect on the outside. So you're going to start changing your perspective on things, and you're learning how to embrace and trust your inner knowing. And that is a big thing, is being able to, because you're a very intuitive person, I think, but you
yeah.
haven't always trusted yourself, and you're starting to learn now how to trust yourself. And you're going to be learning to trust yourself more in your intuition. And that's what I
Mm.
got.
And I was just getting too, maybe that hardship that spirit's saying to have appreciation for, and it being a gift for you. I feel like that hardship maybe is something that you're using to help other people through that experience, is what I was just getting with that too.
Yeah.
Hopefully that all resonates with you, Jen. All right. All right, Spirit, let's pick a good one. Whose question needs answered? All right, this is the one we came on. Jay Roberts wants to know what my gifts are, please.
Okay.
Jay Roberts, I feel like you're very sensitive to energy, is what came through to me. Feeling of energy, feeling shifts in the overall energy around you. Feels very empathic to me as well. And hearing, an open ear. Sorry, I'm slamming cards down. Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Well, I get the card of education. So I think you're very gifted, a very smart person, very smart. Education is a really important part of your soul's development, at this time. And you're learning to take charge of the thoughts that you give life to. That is something that you're able to do. It says you're very connected to the earth. So you experience things as Mother Earth does, which makes sense because when I was asking the different gifts with my pendulum, I got you more as possibly clairsentient. You can look that up, meaning that you feel things. You don't know why, you don't know how, it's just you have a feeling. And you can look that up on Google and see if any of that applies. And that may mean why you're so connected to the earth and moon signs, things like that. When that changes, your emotions changes. You're a very feeling person and a very thinking person. So that's
well, and that's very much like empathic is what a
clairsentient is. Very similar, yeah.
And where I'm saying it feels like they're very sensitive to energetic shifts.
Mm-hmm.
What I got for you, Jay Roberts, I feel like with this reflection card, it's very similar to like that energy. I don't know if I feel like you've been kind of going through something right now, Jay Roberts, maybe something that's been a little hard, where there's been a bit of self-reflection and letting go of those things that are not serving you. There's a bit of liberation and breaking free from negative thoughts or feelings, and shifting, coming more into a balanced alignment. And also very much similar to like that last message of a hidden gift from sadness, a new beginning coming in. But yeah, I was feeling very sensitive to energy, but I was also picking up like hearing energy too, or hearing your guides' voices. The ear feels like it's very perceptive. All right. But you're getting through whatever you're going through. It's just a time of evaluation. I think for a lot of us too, a lot of us, there's a lot of people have been making positive changes, letting go of those things that haven't served them. I think COVID was really the precipice of that, like that major reset that we all experienced, where a lot of us just made changes, positive changes. We were leaving the jobs that no longer served us or we weren't happy at, and taking that leap of faith and just trying something new and something that we've wanted to do. So there's been a major transition, I think, collectively, for a lot of people the last couple of years.
I think most of the readers that are on here, the political readers in particular, came on during the COVID time.
Yeah. Or a little bit before. Trump, I think, was really the start, but COVID was really the thing that everybody had to stand still. I know for myself, had it not been for COVID, I wouldn't have had my channel, because for me, being unemployed, it was like all of my past trauma that I had suppressed, that I had hidden deep within me. It came full surface with me not working and being stuck at home. So it just kept on creeping up. And so you kind of have to deal with it. And for me, learning Reiki was a way to kind of help release those things that weren't serving me. And I think just that overall shift in vibrational energy, a lot of the gifts really started to develop. So,
do you think you'll ever do classes on Reiki?
Yes, I am planning. It's in the works. I don't know when yet. I feel like I get close to something, and then I feel like it's probably very similar to like the energy of like starting the channel, where I'll have everything in place, and then it's just like taking that leap of faith and doing it. I think, but I feel, yes, I will do that here soon.
I think you'd be a really good teacher for that. I would like to take it again. I took Reiki 1 and got attuned, but it was so long ago. I totally forget, about everything.
It's just like a reattunement to it to get more familiar with it.
Yeah.
And I've heard from some people too that they maybe necessarily didn't their teacher didn't resonate the most with them, or they didn't feel like they got a whole lot from it. And I
Yeah.
definitely feel like I'll be very hands on and even incorporate some of the psychic development into it too, because I do long distance treatments with clients, so you really have to be in tune to that energy. Um, for me, as an empath, like that feeling of energy, and just the little shifts in the body, I think. So it's opening yourself up to use your intuition and trusting that too, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be good for me and for Dale and for, just helping anybody that I could help with it.
Yeah. It's going to get launched, Suzanne. I'm getting it together. It's a bit with the attunement process to get comfortable with it. I need to practice with it is what it is. And then just getting all the everything in order for all the information to send out there. But we'll get there soon. I'm thinking in the next couple months.
The
Do we
lady I
want
learned it from, she was a black belt in karate, and she also worked with Jackie Chan before and
Oh
stuff
really?
like that. She lived in Japan and learned there. But she was also teaching Tai Chi and everything. And oh,
Mhm.
Kevin, if you wanted a good laugh, you should have seen me trying to do Tai Chi.
You see me try to do Tai Chi would be a very funny time.
It was funny. I'm like, oh gosh, can we do something that's not physical? Mental. I can do mental.
Even with some of like the later classes, I'm not the most coordinated person, and you'd have to do like a million things at once. And I was like, I'm not doing this very well. So just takes practice. Do we want to throw a card for the collective before we end
Yeah.
today? All right. So what is it that Spirit would like us all to know at this time?
Hey, I got some of you are going to be entrepreneurs that you need to be on the
Mm,
lookout for some exciting business opportunities. So there may be some of you in this chat that are thinking of going into business for yourself. And so it's telling you to be on the lookout this year.
so interesting. And we're kind of talking about that with the shift of people stepping away from jobs and then like starting their own thing. All right. The message from Spirit for the collective today is to celebrate life. Our postcard is from Spirit is Dearest you. We need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of somebody else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook for carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others. And that's the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. That message is so true. And I think even we were picking up a couple people in the chat earlier, like that message of forgiveness and really just
Mm-hmm.
letting go, putting whatever the hard thing is that, that you need forgiveness for, putting it in a higher perspective, um, and really thinking, well, how did I learn from this and how did I grow? Um, how did it, how is it helping me, or what can I use this experience that was so crappy to help other people? So, and then just changing that perspective from a victim to a survivor, and then just really releasing it, because it does us no well. It does us no good to dwell on those things from the past, but use them to guide you into a new direction. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Ness. Thank you for the super chat. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Deann, it's always fun. We'll do it again in the next week or two.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do it on Deann's channel next time, but we'll, what is it, simulcast, where we'll both go off of your channel. We'll both be on our channels.
Okay, and I may ask Kevin if he wants to be on with us
Yeah, of
one
course.
day.
I'd love that.
You know,
All right,
I'll,
everyone. You all have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. All right.
bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.